Being one of the few Xbox 360 games I bought on the marketplace, I made a game with zombies in it is probably my favorite twin-stick shooter of all time. Now, I've not played a whole bunch of them, but this is kind of the first, and there are probably better ones out there. But what makes it good to me? It's a very simple concept where, you shoot zombies, but it does change things up a bit to keep things fresh. So one wave can be regular zombies, another one could be explosive zombies, and one's like an asteroid style, and one's kind of like a geometry war style. It changes things up to keep things fresh. When I found this version on Steam last year, I was interested and I immediately downloaded it, especially considering it's free, which is absolutely fantastic. The difference between this and the Xbox 360 version isn't a lot. They've made some minor tweaks. It looks better, and the way the power-ups spawn seem different. It seems more frequent, and so it feels a little slower in the beginning, even though it really isn't. It's probably faster and faster throughout. It's just the way the power-ups spawn. It's just almost completely different. It's like preemptive as opposed to like responsive. So it definitely speeds up the gameplay, and the zombies and other things have done that as well. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot of other things. Like the more geometry wars like segment is very similar, but again, they just add a little bit of tweaks. Like some things will spawn a little earlier. The waves aren't quite as clear. They'll blend into each other, and it feels a lot more fluid, and it just feels really good. And I like the original version, so having this, being able to play and feel differently while still kind of holding some of the pros of the original version is actually great. But I will cover the original version eventually, just so you can kind of see some of the difference. One of the major options here is for the lighting, because a lot of the lighting in the original is very quick and bright, and could cause seizures in certain people. It does give you the option to turn it off in this one. It might in the first one. I've honestly never dealt with any of the settings. But even with that on, it is a little bit jarring when you get to the section where that really starts to take effect. The idea is for it to distract you, to add another level of difficulty. But the problem is, I still think it is a little bit too jarring. And while the original didn't upset me, like, visually, this one did a little bit more, even with it off. So I wonder how bad it is with it on. It's going to be interesting whenever I get around to playing that. Because on the original, I can kind of ignore it. I'm more fixated on where my character is in relation to everything else. Whereas in this one, you're really more focused on what's happening around you because of the weapon drops and stuff like that, and you're using your peripheral vision to help take out zombies. Anyway, it's a great game. It's free to play, so consider checking it out, and maybe consider checking out another video or liking and subscribing. Either way, I'll see you there. Bye.